Happy evening, Mita ma'am.
Happy evening. You started already recording?
Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A very warm welcome to meeting number 50 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. I am Yogita Upadhayay, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. As a Sergeant at Arms, it's my duty to highlight some key points for today's meeting. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours, also urging you to stay for the entire duration to get the maximum benefits out of it. Your video should be on and your audio should be off. I request you to unmute yourself only when you're called to speak or when you need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, and politics, even though Gabbys International Toastmasters Club does not restrict any of these topics, we request everyone to be mindful, responsible, and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Our club mission is to provide a supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which results in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Let me now hand over the stage to the presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Mita Shah. Mita Shah is a teacher by passion and profession with a focus of building a strong foundation through early childhood education for children. She is currently the president of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Mita, the stage is all yours.
Thank you for such a wonderful introduction. That was our Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Happy evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. On this note, I open this meeting number 50 of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club to order. As we as a club sincerely appreciate that every time we get an opportunity to welcome so many guests and visiting Toastmasters regularly to join our club meetings upon invitation. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to share the stage with few of our guests and visiting Toastmasters today. May I request guests to please give us your quick introduction of yourself, that is, your name, your profession, and how you came to know about the Gabbys in 30 seconds. So I can request Anu Gupta.
Thank you, Toastmaster. I'm Anu, part of Palikarne Chennai Toastmasters Club. So I'm working in IT. I just came to know about this meeting from one of the WhatsApp group, and I'm here to learn and grow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Next, Vipin Parthan. Vipin, are you a Toastmaster or a guest? Okay, no problem. Rosemary Kalwani.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm speaking to you from Lusaka, Zambia. I'm a Toastmasters. I picked information about the Gabbys on one of the WhatsApp groups. So I've been following the activities, but every time I fail to join, I look at 15:30. By the time I find 15:30, it's 17:30 here and your meeting is done. So today I saw the pop-up on my phone and then I joined.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. So thank you so much for joining our Toastmasters meeting. Now there is some announcement. The members are requested to be present without fail on Saturday, 7th December 2024. Since all the three clubs, we have election for upcoming term Jan to June 2025. And today is a very special day, that is 50th meeting of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. Let's have a huge round of applause to the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. For the benefits of guests, let me share a brief history about Toastmasters. Toastmasters started the first Toastmasters Club was founded in 1924 at Santa Ana, California by none other than Dr. Ralph C. Smedley. To be specific, Toastmasters completed 100 years on 22nd October 2024, which is non-profit organization spread across 149 plus countries and 16,000 clubs across globe. If I may say, it is an institute to practice communication and leadership skills. We at the Gabbys is one family with 3 clubs. We meet 3 days in a week. The Gabbys International Toastmasters Club meets on every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. IST online. The Gabbys Toastmaster Club meets on every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 noon IST hybrid. And the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club meets on every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST online. Now, today, the theme is very, very interesting. Today, we are diving into the theme postcard. Now, how many of you have used postcard from the audience? Can I raise the hand? Can I see the hands? Postcard, which is used for writing messages. Wow, so many. Yes, even me too. Like I am from that time. So today's theme reminds me way back to the year 1983. There was a competition organized by Sri Jain Sanskriti Kala Pradarshan at Bangalore, and in which different types of creativity and art you have to do it. So to which I took part in creative script writing. And for this contest, I used postcard by writing 48 slokas in front side of the postcard with normal pen, to which I won the best award. And this motivated me to take many more such competitions. So this is the certificate which I had received during that year. And after that, I never went back. I started writing so many contests and so many types of different slokas in our Jain religions. And this made me to get motivated. So now for this today's theme, we have someone special. To know more about this theme, we have someone important role player. That is the Toastmaster of the day. Someone special who is from all the way from Ludhiana, the Manchester of India, for woolens, sweaters and cotton t-shirts. Now based in Bangalore, working as senior data analyst, certified image consultant and personal branding coach. Currently, the president of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Let's welcome our Toastmaster of the day with a huge round of applause, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mita, our presiding officer. How many of you have used a postcard? That was my opening question, stolen very well by our presiding officer. You don't need to answer that again. I already noticed the answers. So please refrain from raising your hands. I have noticed down your age as well, knowing that, okay, you are the ones from 80s or 70s or 60s or probably longer than that. Well, that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to guess your age. I'm not here to judge you whether you have used a postcard or not. I'm here to check whether you all are on camera or not. I can only see three people apart from me. One is Timer. For God's sake, I can't even see his face on camera. Now, that's a huge smile. Thank you, Toastmaster Ankur. How about others? People who are in transit, you are excused for a brief period only when you are moving out of the car or moving in the car. Rest of the time, you can still be on camera. For rest of you who are with your kids, you are also allowed to be on camera. Now, why am I talking so much about camera? Today's theme postcard is not so much about knowing where the postcard is coming from. Today's theme is about writing a postcard. When I say writing a postcard, I want you all to think of all those memories that you're creating. The memories that you're creating with your family, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, exes, husbands, wives, or whatever. All those memories that you're creating so far, where are you storing them? Google Drive? Is that something that you look back to, or you go to your drive multiple times and see, okay, this is the memory I create? Today, I want you to use a tool for you to store a memory or to rethink of a memory that you have lived recently. We will be delving more and more deeply into this. Before I talk more about what a postcard we are going to write and how we are going to store those memories, I want you all to be on camera and show me a pen and a paper. I'll give you a few seconds. Yes, I can see our channel evaluator showcasing our pen and paper. I have my notebook and pen here. It's not just an activity for you. Timer, okay. He changed his background to show me pen and paper. Rosemary, I can see you on camera, but can't see your pen and paper. Okay, I see that you have something in your hand and a pen. I could see. Where's Sourav, Rachana, Vipin, Bindu, Sanjay, Manoj, Bhagyalakshmi, Sahana, Mukund Joshi, Yogita? Yes, Yogita has just found her pen and paper. Just write down. Okay, before I move on with the next instruction, Rachana is here on camera, her pen and paper. Where are the rest of you? Nowhere? All right, I believe that behind those blank screens, you have your pen and paper. It's just due to some very important reason, you're not able to come up on camera. With the same thought, I want you to write A-E-I-O-U. On your paper, write A-E-I-O-U with certain space in between. We will be having 5 sections under A-E-I-O-U. Done? Okay, what's going to happen next? We will come back after a small break. Right now, we are going to go ahead with the 3 sections of the meeting. For the benefit of our Toastmasters and guests, every meeting, Toastmasters meeting has got 3 sections. The first is prepared speech section, second is table topic section, and third is general evaluation section. For the prepared speeches, we have one prepared speaker today who's going to deliver a speech, and she will be evaluated by 2 evaluators. We will be hearing the evaluation during general evaluation section. In between, we have table topic section, that's impromptu speech section, where guests and Toastmasters all are welcome to participate and showcase their impromptu speech talent. So these are the 3 sections. I'm sure you are waiting for all of us to know what's going to happen under AEIOU and why we are doing that. Hold on to those thoughts, hold on to those questions. Before all of this, we want what We want to know what general evaluation is all about. So for that, I would like to invite our general evaluator for today's meeting on stage to share more about her general evaluation and her team. Let's put our hands together for the Toastmaster, who has been a Toastmaster for over a decade. She is a distinguished Toastmaster currently serving as Division Director of Division F District 121. Please put your hands together for distinguished Toastmaster Jyothika Shetty.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you very much. And I'm really happy to be here. It's my first time at Gabbys, and it's really a pleasant experience to be here. So thank you for inviting me. Well, as a general evaluator today, it is my pleasure to monitor the entire meeting and give you a feedback of what went well and what could be better so that you can implement those recommendations going forward. To conduct this entire role, I have with me a very strong team of tag team with an L, that is TAGL team. And I'd like to call upon our timer today, who is a passionate software engineer with a love for technology. He has a thirst for knowledge and also loves to explore new places. He says his real calling is animal welfare. So is mine. Thank you very much. And let's put our hands together for the timer who will explain his role of what he's going to do for the entire meeting. Over to you, Ankur Vishwakarma.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So my role as a timer is to time the various sections like the table topic, speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will raise the red card. For other speeches, the length should be between 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll raise the yellow card. At 7 minutes, I'll raise the red card. The individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you, General Evaluator. Over to you.
I'd also like to add that there's a 30-second grace period for the speakers to just wrap up their speech. Ankur, could you please also remind the TTE, that's the table topic evaluator. What is the timing for the table topic evaluator?
I guess it's 1 minute. I'm not sure.
30 seconds each for each of the evaluations, each topic evaluation.
Got it.
All right. Thank you very much, Ankur. Can we just give him a huge round of applause for such a detailed, who's mentioned his role quite well. Thank you very much. Next, we have the A. A stands for our counter. And the R counter is a chartered accountant and is currently the assistant manager in finance at Levi's, where he brings hands-on experience in auditing and other financial matters, especially regulatory compliance. His role reflects a strong foundation in finance and dedication to ensuring accuracy. So he's going to be accurate when he's going to listen to the R's and ums that we are going to use today. Ladies and my dear Toastmasters, please help me welcome Toastmaster Pushpak Mishra. Over to you, Pushpak.
Thank you, General Evaluator Jyothika. So I will play the role of our counter, where I will listen everything and I will make a note of unnecessary words and sound which will be used by all the speaker and role players in today's meeting. I will focus major 5 major area. First will be like a filler word, or inappropriate interjection like and, well, but, so, you know. Then the use of crutch words, similar to basically, actually, the things, etc. And the repeating word or phrase like I, this means, and unintentional long or short pauses. So these 5 area that I will focus, and then at the end I will present the rest of my report, which will when it is called by the general evaluator during the general evaluation session. So over to you, the Toastmaster.
Sir, actually, that was very good. So here you have the first one to pick on me. Let's give Pushpak a huge round of applause so we can move on to our next role player. And the next role player is G. And G stands for Grammarian. We have with us already. Roshni Banerjee is here. She is the Asia editor for the economics research team of Australia New Zealand Bank that she joined a year ago. She loves pets. A lot of P's actually, not just one P, a lot of P's. And that is pets, plants, pizza, painting, and places. She's vocal about neurodiversity and women empowerment. I love that. As an autism mom, she spends her free time researching about early childhood care and development or exploring new places with her son. Warm welcome, Roshni, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jyothika, for that distinguished Toastmaster Jyothika for that lovely introduction. As today's grammarian, I'll be monitoring the usage of the language throughout our session. I'll also be monitoring any good word usage or words that were not used correctly. I'll also introduce the word of the day and the idiom of the day. So for today's role as a grammarian, I thought of doing something different. How many of you know about the term jack? We all have that in our car, right? A jack, or we have been to a mechanic who has used it to repair our car. A jack is a device which is ideally used to lift a heavy object off the ground. Continuing on that theme, we have the word of the day, which is jack up. It's technically a phrasal verb. It is used to say lift something, jack up. Jack up. The idiom of the day, though, is jack something. Now, jack something means completely different. When you jack something, that means you're stopping something. So jack up means to lift something, and to jack something means to stop doing often a job that you're not enjoying. All the best. Looking forward to a wonderful session where you would use the word jack in both its forms.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Roshni Banerjee. And I'm sure as a team today, we will definitely help Gabbys Club's 15th meeting to jack up to its highest level. We have the next speaker or the next role player, and that's a listener. And listener is none other than the president of the club, Toastmaster Mita M. Shah. She's already been introduced by the Sergeant-at-Arms Toastmaster Yogita, but I'd hand it over. I request Mita to please state your roles and responsibilities today. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Mita Shah.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm the listener of the day. I'll be listening closely to everything said during the meeting and will draft short questions to test listening skills at the end of the meeting. I'll ask few questions. So over to you, DTM G.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mita. So the TAGL team, are we ready? Shall we now hand over the stage to the role players and the speakers? All right, let's move on. So like I mentioned, towards the end of the meeting, I'll come back to the screen and give my report on what went good and what could get better in this meeting. With that being said, wish you all the best, and over to the Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel.
Thank you so much. Our General Evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Jyothika Shetty. Our GE has already given us an ultimatum to jack up the meeting as much as we can. So to jack up the meeting further, let's understand the activity. AEIOU. Have we all written that on our piece of paper? For those who are joining us new, please take a pen and paper, write AEIOU. For A, write activity. For E, write environment. For I, write interaction. DTM Sourav, you don't need to look me in the eye, write it on the paper. That's the expectation. I is interaction. O is for object. And U is for user. Shall I repeat it for you? A for activity, E for environment, I for interaction, O for object, U for user. So what we are going to do now is we all are going to not close our eyes. It's quite mundane to close our eyes and think of something. Just keep your eyes open. Think of a memory that you want to store. A memory, a happy place, something that you want to write in a postcard for somebody else. So when you're thinking of this memory, use this framework to write down your memory. For A, think of the activity which is happening in that particular memory. Whether you are playing, Whether you are sitting somewhere, whether you're going somewhere, is it a walk? Think of that activity. Then think of the environment. What does the environment look like? Whether it's warm, it's cold, whether the sun is down, sun is up, it's at dusk, at dawn, whatever. Think of the environment. Interaction. For interaction, think of what are the kind of interactions happening. Are you with somebody? Is someone with somebody else? Something that you are just an observer for? The kind of interactions. Are there multiple people playing together? Which object is interacting with which user? Now this brings me to O, which means object. What all objects are there? Whether it's a park where you have a bench, whether there's a swing, anything. I don't want to rig your memories anyhow. Objects. Think of the objects involved in your memory. Lastly, user. Who all are involved, whether it's your mother, your father, whether it's your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your ex, your children, anyone. Who all are the users involved? Activity, environment, interaction, object, user. I know it's very difficult to think of these things right now. I'll give you some time. I'll come back to you with your memory. For this, let's move on with the next part of the meeting, which is prepared speech section, the first part of the meeting. For the first part of the meeting, we have only one speaker for the prepared speech section. And this one speaker for today is going to be evaluated by one evaluator. But interesting part is this one evaluator is going to be evaluated by one evaluator further. So let me first mention the evaluator of evaluator. The evaluator of evaluator is Toastmaster Manoj Nair. He will be introduced later during GE section. Toastmaster Manoj, are you present in the meeting?
Yes.
Good to see you on camera. Please stay on camera for us to have this meeting more interactive. Next, we have the evaluator for the speaker, that is Toastmaster Rachana. Rachana, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
I hope you're noting down your memory. Good to see you in the meeting, Toastmaster Rachana. Now it's my privilege to introduce the speaker. Our speaker for today is, first let me introduce the objective, the project objective of speaker. Our speaker for today is attempting the first speech for project L1P4 from the Path Motivational Strategies. L1P4 is level 1, project 4. Project name is evaluation and feedback. This project is to be attempted in 3 parts: first speech, second speech, and then the evaluation. This speaker is attempting the first speech, for which she will be evaluated. She will be applying that evaluation points in her second speech and presenting it again. So this is the first speech, free way for her to make mistakes and do it again. Our speaker for today is Toastmaster Yogita. Toastmaster Yogita is a go with the flow and a joyful person. She's always been a people person, so enjoying her phase as an HR. What's not mentioned in the introduction is she is working with freelancer.com as an HR. She is also image and soft skills trainer. Beyond her 9-to-5 hustle, you will find her dancing, reading mind-bending books, and exploring new places. One place she hasn't explored so far is 91 Springboard Indranagar. We are still waiting for her to join us in person. Please put your hands together for our first speaker, the only speaker for today's meeting, Toastmaster Yogita Upadhayay. Toastmaster Yogita, quickly unmute yourself. Let's see if we are able to hear you clearly and see you better.
Just give me a minute. I'm getting a call. Just give me a second.
All right, we will wait for her to finish up her call. In the meanwhile, please don't forget to write down your memory. AEIOU. Activity, environment, interaction, object, user. I'm going to come back to you and understand who you are writing this memory for. What is your memory? So a quick reminder. Yes, Yogita, you're back.
Yeah. Can I spotlight the timer right before starting? Because I'm only the Zoom moderator, so.
All right, please spotlight the timer, and to check your audio video, please repeat after me. Let's jack up the meeting today. 1, 2, 3.
Let's check up the meeting today. 1, 2, 3.
I have spotlighted the timer.
Okay.
Please confirm you are able to see the timer.
Yeah. I am able to see the timer.
All right, we are good to go with best wishes for Toastmaster Yogita. Toastmaster Yogita, the busy paradox. The busy paradox, Toastmaster Yogita.
Of all the distractions that prevent us from living a fulfilled life, the most prevalent today might be busyness. Possessions, property, desire for wealth, income, they are certainly big distractions. But busyness seems to cut across every social class. It affects everyone, pulling us in different directions, making us feel we are always running, but rarely getting anywhere. I was reminded of this when I came across a quote by Soren Kierkegaard. And that quote is over 150 years ago. He had said, "Of all ridiculous things, the most ridiculous seems to me to be busy. To be a man who is brisk about his food and his work. What, I wonder, do these busy folks get done?" I couldn't help but reflect. What does busyness actually achieve? Sure, we might get more tasks done, but often they are the wrong tasks. A busy life is an unexamined life, and an unexamined life is rarely worth living. This became very clear to me during my college days. One of my courses required us to spend an hour each week alone in a quiet room with no distractions, no phone, no books, no music, nothing. Just us and our thoughts. At first, I hated it. I thought this is a waste of time. I could be studying or dancing or doing something else. But as the weeks went on, something began to shift. I started reflecting deeply on my life. I thought where I am heading to, what kind of person I am becoming, and whether the person I am becoming is actually aligned with the core values I had always aspired. That 1 hour of quiet became one of the most important practices of my entire college life. It didn't result in assignments being done or to-do lists being checked, but it gave me something very valuable: clarity. Busyness might make us feel like we are accomplishing things, but it often distracts us from what actually matters. This lesson again hit me just yesterday. I was into the gym. I ran into a good friend whose mother is battling cancer. Mind you, she is my best friend. The moment I saw her, I realized I had not checked on her for her mother's health for over a month now. Not even a text, not a call, nothing. I quickly found excuses in my mind. Yogita, you were busy on a project. Yogita, you went to Delhi. But when I realized, actually, none of those excuses were valid. My friend there was facing a life-altering challenge, and I had not even thought to reach out. This is what busyness does to us. It crowds out the most important things in life: our relationships, our health, and our ability to reflect on what is important. We keep moving, but we are not moving in the right direction. As Blaise Pascal once said, all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. When was the last time you sat still in complete silence? Not scrolling on your phone, not planning your next task, not busy eating, but simply reflecting on your life. It's easy to mistake busyness for productivity. We fill our days with tasks and we feel accomplished. But are we really making progress? Or are we just avoiding the deeper question about what truly matters? Now, wait here. I am not suggesting that we can never have busy seasons. Every parent, student, or working professional knows that life at some or the other point gets hectic. But a busy season is different from a busy life. If you're always racing from one thing to the next without taking any time to reflect, we risk losing sight of what is important. Some of you might say that busyness here for you is a form of laziness, not in the traditional sense, but laziness in avoiding that deeper work of self-examination. It's easier to stay busy than to confront difficult questions about us, about our lives, and where we are heading. Now, what can we do about it? First, schedule stillness. Just like I had to do in college, carve out my time to be alone for that 1 hour. Start with just 10 minutes or maybe 5. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but the clarity it brings, I promise it will be worth it. Second, prioritize relationships. Don't let busyness push away the people who actually are important to you. A short call, a quick text, and a few minutes of real connection can make a huge difference. Third, learn to say no. Not every opportunity deserves your time. Be intentional with what you choose to focus on. I leave you with this question. What are you busy with right now? Is it bringing you closer to the life you want to live? Think about it. Busyness can fill your days, but it does not have to define your life. Take time, pause, reflect, and focus on what truly matters. An examined life is not just worth living. It's the only life worth living. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Yogita. Can we have a round of applause for our speaker, Toastmaster Yogita? I've heard so many speeches on mindfulness, carpe diem, but this was altogether a different take. The busy paradox. Wow, amazing. I'm really amazed by the way you have taken a different take on how we are just being busy, not being mindful. Thank you so much, Yogita, for enlightening us. Once again, a huge round of applause for our speaker, Toastmaster Yogita. Today, we had only one speaker, so we will not have any polls for speakers. Now it's time to know, what are you writing? Memories. Come on. Would anyone like to unmute and share what are the activities you have written? Or the entire memory? Yes, I thought you were writing notes for how I'm failing at TMOD role already. Glad to know that you have written a memory. Yes, ma'am.
Not at all, not at all. It's always uplifting, right? Not pointing out. Well, as far as my memory is concerned, I'm a mother of 3 children and they're all grown up now. So going back to their childhood, one of the best memories I have is the time I spent in a place called Melaka in Malaysia. There's a nice, what do you call, a water resort there. And it's always a pleasure to go with my children when they were small, because it was not me who's deciding what to do. It was them. So the memory that is etched in my brain forever is the fact that we took a slide from the top on a big tube. And it was just the 5 of us, my husband, me, and my 3 children. And I just followed. I loved it so much. I was the one who was screaming my lungs out. But then it was so enjoyable. And I would definitely like to keep this as my precious memory. I've done a lot of this with my children, but this is something very special to me. And I'd definitely like to write that postcard to myself.
Wow, amazing. A postcard to yourself. I was just about to say, so who are you going to write this for? Is this for your children? What's going to be your postcard content? You just summarized it for me. It's a postcard for yourself, something that you want to keep for yourself to keep on memorizing later. Amazing. Thank you so much, DTM Jyothika, for sharing your memory. Anyone else who would like to share their memory? It's very personal for people to share their memories. So in case it's extremely deeply personal, you're excused to refrain from sharing your memory. But rest of you, if you can share, please go ahead and share your memory, the activity, the interactions, environment, object, and users. Toastmaster Sudhir, I see you writing.
Not yet finished.
Your memory is still to be placed. Okay. So what are the activities you have written so far?
It's gone back to my school days. I joined GNV, Jawan Navodaya Vidyalaya. First time at the age of 11, I was out of house. And one day, suddenly, when I just entered in 7th standard, one of my senior has beaten me badly. And the point was that time the parents kids interaction was going on, and one of my friends parents has come to that place, and I in anger and resentment wrote a letter and hand over to those parents, please post it, because the post office was not there in the school. They hesitated, but after 2 months they posted it. And when my parents read that letter, they came to me. The things were settled down, and I was enjoying afterwards. And my father came to me and asked me, "Do you want to leave?" And at that moment, I told, "Yes, I want to leave." Though I think that it could have been a better place for me. So that was the memory.
Wow, that's touching. Um, I'm glad that you're sharing this with us. It's quite a vulnerable part of yours that you have shared with us. So thank you so much for sharing your memory. Just a quick question. Who are you writing this postcard to? Are you writing a postcard to your parents yet again about your memory, or is this for yourself?
It is for my son, to remind him sometimes things are not as bad as you assume. Take time and take decision afterwards.
All right, things are not as well as you wish it turn out to be, but I hope over a period of time things get better and you come out of that phase. That's the learning from your memory that I took away. So thank you so much for sharing your heart out with all of us. It's going somewhere else with our memories now. I'm sure we are going to come back with many more memories. I'll give you some time to write down your memories. Let's take 5 minutes break and come back after the break. We'll have 2 more sections of the meeting and many more memories from the people in the room. And I'll go with the ones who are behind black screens. We'll come back at 7:48. See you after a break. Can we start the recording? Yes, thank you so much. I hope you have written down your memory or taken a bio break. We are back to the meeting, listening to many more memories. So before I go ahead with other people, I would like to share a memory of my own. When I think of a memory that I want to store, this is something that I lived vicariously. I'm sure I was a part of this memory, but this memory got into my head vicariously because when this happened, I was 5 months old. So, what my father told me was he was standing nearby doing some daily chores, involved in something, and I was just 5 months old, lying on the bed. I was playing on my own. I didn't know how to crawl or I didn't know anything by that time. I was just playing, so everyone was careless. After a few minutes, he noticed that I just rolled towards the edge of the bed and I was just about to fall from the bed. It was pretty heavy bed, that to the old time beds, not like the ones that we have nowadays, down to earth. It was not down to earth bed. A bed quite tall, and I was just about to fall down, and my father held me with his one hand. All of a sudden, swift response, he held me with his one hand. This memory is very dear to me because what he remembers is that I was couple of years back, I was just so small that he could hold me with one hand, and now I've grown up. So that's how we reminisce about all the moments that we have had since then. And this is one memory that I lived vicariously because I don't remember this happening. It's only him who has told me once or twice in the past, but this has stayed with me since then. That's my memory that I want to store for myself. Now it's your time. Anyone who would like to share their memories?
Can I?
As promised, okay, Ankur, you came on camera. I was just about to go back to people on black screens.
Yeah.
I will go with you, Ankur.
Yes, thank you. So while I was trying to remember which is the moment that I can share in this framework, I got a lot of memories actually, and I felt fortunate that I have so many to share. And I wrote a candidate that I'll share actually, but while Toastmaster Yogita was giving her speech, I just changed my memory to mindfulness. Like that's when I realized that, oh, this was the best one. So going by the framework, the activity that I was doing that day, I was riding a bike. It was a Royal Enfield Himalayan 650 or something. Uh, then the environment was, these were the roads of Ladakh. They were all curving left and right all the time. And I can remember sand, rocks. And the highlight of that moment was the Pangong Lake, which you must have seen in a lot of movies. It's deep blue lake. It was running on the side. So I could just like, I never saw that clear for water. So yeah, that was the environment. The air was brushing like within the helmet. It was so chilly up there. And then the interaction that I was doing, that I was shouting to my friend, "Wow, thank you for bringing me here." I was abusing all kind of things, and I was living the life at its finest. Like I was going into the zones where I was rethinking, oh, what am I doing? Should I be doing this? Should I make this my life's goal to travel places like that? But in that ride, I got a lot of clarity, like what I wanted to do next. And again, the object was bike. And the user that I would like to keep this postcard for is myself, because I feel that after coming to a job, I have been living less mindfully. So this memory, I want to keep an alarm that maybe after 1 month or 3 months, I should be going back to living such moments where like I am living it to my fullest and with all the mindfulness. Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankur, for sharing your memory. Well, the takeaway that I have got from your memory is whenever in chaos, whenever your life is in chaos, take a trip to Ladakh, pick up a 650 and go to Ladakh. So thank you so much. Still in my wish list. I'm yet to learn how to ride a 650, still stuck with 500 and fallen off multiple times. So you have already rekindled many of my memories, broken legs and all. Thank you so much yet again. It's time to move on with our second section of the meeting, but this movement has been pretty smooth because if you haven't realized this yet, this framework that we are practicing right now to think of all those memories, activities, environment, interaction, object, user is something that you can use for your impromptu speeches as well. For our second section, table topic speech section, where you will be practicing impromptu speech, we have two key people who are going to play an important role. The first one is the table topic evaluator. So every time you are attempting an impromptu speech, you will be evaluated by our table topic evaluators so that you can do better for the contest and be prepared. And who is going to give you topic? That's our table topic master. Our table topic evaluator would be introduced by GE later. So I'll refrain from sharing the introduction right now. Right now, I would love to introduce our table topic master. Our table topic master for today's meeting is someone very special, not just to the Gabbys, but to the people around the world. Any club that I have been to, you tell them that you know Sourav Dutta. Oh my God, it's just comes back to you with so much of blessings, and people start treating you like a celebrity. Whether he knows you back or not, they don't even bother to ask. That's the kind of person our next um, role taker is. That's the table topic master. Please put your hands together for the startup master, for the founder of Practive, for the president of the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club, for the X division director, X area director, and many, many, many more feathers who is keeping in his hat. Distinguished Toastmaster, our table topic master, Sourav Dutta.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. So let me get started with the table topic section for today. The table topic section in a Toastmaster meeting happens because we need to practice impromptu speeches, because we need to use impromptu speeches, because with impromptu speeches, your ability to deliver an impromptu speech is your survival skill. As I often use this example, this is your best chance to practice that perfect excuse when you're turning up at your doorstep at 2 a.m. in the morning or 4 a.m. in the morning, and your dad or your partner is standing right at the gate, and you need to dish out that perfect excuse to tell them that why are you late, right? So those are the situations out of which you can wiggle yourself out if you practice impromptu speeches. And this section, we help you do that. This is a test of your thinking skills. Okay. Yeah, for some like Ankur, those are prepared speeches, but some like us, we have to think on our feet, right? So this is for us. And you will get 1 to 2 minutes to deliver a speech. 1 minute, the timer will show the green card. Ankur, please show the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, the timer will show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, the timer will show the red card. You have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute to qualify. And you cannot speak beyond 2 minutes, 30 seconds if you want to be qualified for the polling. At the Gabbys, what we do is we volunteer you to raise your hand. But at the same time, the table topic master also uses their discretion to select people that I would want to invite to speak, because there are some people who are more enthusiastic and forthcoming when it comes to volunteering, and some people who are a bit shy. But if you want to speak, I would request you to be on camera, because so that we can capture the full essence of the speech, both with your verbal and your non-verbal communication. With this, I would request you to raise your hand. But as I said, I would also use my discretion. So if you're raising your hand, it does not mean that I would necessarily invite you. I may actually invite someone else, but you may show me that you are keen to speak by raising your hand. Okay. So I'll go. Okay, Toastmaster Sudhir Gaur. Are you ready for the topic?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Some memories are postcards, others are novels. Your topic is some memories are postcards, others are novels. Putting the topic on chat as well.
Life is sometimes sprint and sometimes marathon. And both requires your memory. When you sprint, you just write down something on your postcard. But most of the time, your life goes like a marathon. Very long run, but content is very low. When you sprint, your mind will be as silent as you are experiencing in meditation. And that time, those memories is in your mind forever. When you tell about those stories, as we write a postcard, all emotions come out of as if it is happening right now. But it doesn't matter whether the postcards are few or many. it should be in your memory. And I would like to say one thing: the whole life cannot be sprint. It should be a mix of marathon and sprint. Write down few postcards and carry with you lots of envelopes. Over to you, Toastmaster. Table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudhir Kaur. I forgot to mention that we have a table topic evaluator, though the table topic evaluator will be elaborately introduced shortly. But let me just quickly introduce him. It's Toastmaster Mukund Joshi, who's the table topic evaluator. And he is evaluating all the table topic speakers. This is something special that we do at the Gabby so that you get a feedback on your table topic speeches as well, and you're constantly improving. We'll move on to the next speaker. I will come back to the role taker volunteers towards the end. We still have time. I'll give preference to people who are not having a role in the meeting. So I see one guest, Rosemary Kalwani, who has joined us from Zambia, if I'm not wrong. Rosemary, are you there? Rosemary, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Can you please come on the camera, or can you take a topic?
Can I move where I am? I'm in the office, the open office.
Sorry, I missed that. Did you say that you can't come on camera?
I'm in an open office. Let me move.
Okay, sure. Okay, I'll move on to the next speaker. Then in the meanwhile, I'll wait for Rosemary to be ready to take the next topic whenever she's ready. Rosemary, let me know when you're ready, okay? Okay, so let me give the next topic to Shravan.
Okay, let me pick.
So, oh, you're here. Shravan, I'll come back to you in a shortly. Let me give the topic to Rosemary. Rosemary, thank you so much for coming on camera. Your topic is, even the bad memories make for good stories. Even the bad memories make for good stories. The topic I put on chat as well.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Even the bad memories make good stories. I take a walk down my life. There are experiences that have not been positive. It caused pain, they caused heartbreak. But when I pick every element, it comes back to the story that even failures or challenges are a success, in the sense that they teach you something new. They teach you another way to handle a situation. And therefore, when I stand to share with anybody else that may be experiencing a bad story like I did, it is another way of turning it around as a good story, and it becomes a point of encouragement and a point of motivation. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much to Toastmaster Rosemary for your take on this particular topic. My next topic is for Shravan. Shravan, are you ready for the topic?
Yes, DTM Sourav.
Okay. Your topic is, every memory has a soundtrack. Every memory has a soundtrack. Over to you, Shravan. I put the topic on chat.
Every memory has a soundtrack. Fellow Toastmasters, do you know the earth has its music for those who listen to it? So similarly, but in the real world, we cannot listen to that. Similarly, that every memory has its own sound, its own music behind it. Sometimes you may have a bad memory that has a sad music behind you. It's at micro level, your mind will fluctuate with that frequency of sadness. when you have a happy memory, that happy memory has its own frequency. You will feel happy. Whenever you're alone and when you are spending your time in nature with a loneliness, with not loneliness, with alone, being alone, then you will understand. This is my experience. We can understand what exactly happening inside our mind, what kind of music is uh, playing behind our thoughts. So I completely agree with that statement. Every memory has its music. So that music, even whenever you're listening to any music, that memory trigger in your mind, that music will start. The music has its own emotion behind it. We nowadays we can use that technique as a music therapy, and we can heal many wounds of bad memories, and we can replace those bad memories with good memories using the music. That's really a wonderful gift given by nature to everybody. So we can heal ourselves if we can learn that skill. I do agree with that statement, and I'm experiencing that. Thanks for asking that question, Toastmaster sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your take on this particular topic. The next topic is for someone really special, and this person is the latest, the newest member of the Gabbys family, Toastmaster Prasad Ghumare. Toastmaster Prasad, would you want to take this topic, please? I just see you joining, Toastmaster Prasad. Are you there? Okay, he's not here anymore. Okay, so the next topic I'll give to Toastmaster Tarachand. Toastmaster Kumar Tarachand, would you want to take this topic? Toastmaster Kumar? Okay, I see Prasad back. Yes, Prasad, are you ready to take the topic?
Sorry, sir, I'm right now outside. That's why I can't take this.
You can't take the topic right now, no problem.
Thank you
Always,
for that.
there's always one more opportunity, not a
Yes,
problem.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, Toastmaster Kumar Tarachand, if not, I'll invite Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. Sunil, are you there?
Sir, I am on the train and there is a disturbance, lot of disturbances.
No problem. So I'll
Yeah.
in that case, another volunteer Toastmaster, our grammarian for today, Roshni. She has been raising her hand patiently, waiting for a long time. I will not disappoint her. Yes, Roshni, your topic is some memories sting, others sing. Some memories sting, others sing. Over to you, Roshni. The topic is in the chat.
How many of you have actually gone to Church Street and has been, somehow hounded by those little children with the roses in their hands? I, for one, have experienced it multiple times, be it whether I go with my brother, whether it's somebody I was dating, or even with my kid. These little children come with those roses. And oftentimes I actually give in and take those roses. And what do they have? The roses stems have little stinks, those thorns that hurt me. Similarly, there are memories which really sting and hurt you. For example, a memory that really haunts me is my trip to Ooty, where I lost my child for some time. He got lost in the railway station, and that for me is a really painful memory. But the same trip gave me a very beautiful memory. From that train station, I took a toy train ride. That is a very beautiful memory. So, in the same place, I could make two memories. One that really scared me, the memory of losing my child, and one that really made me happy. That is a beautiful ride on the toy train with my husband and my child. So yes, I completely agree. that some memories can stink and some memories will sink. Over to you, Toastmaster Sourav.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Kumar Tarachand, are you up in a position to take the next topic? Toastmaster Kumar, can you take the next topic?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay, I am.
Okay, I'll give you the next topic.
Sorry, yeah, I'm on the bed.
I know. I know. Yeah. So the next topic is for you. Even faded memories can pack a punch. Even faded memories can pack a punch.
Can you repeat slowly, please?
Yes, I will do that. Even faded memories can pack faded, F-A-D-E-D. Even faded memories can pack a punch.
Thank you, Master. Talking of memories, whether they are good or bad, memories are memories, and you have to learn from them. So even faded memories sometimes brings you a good lesson. You learn from it. For example, I remember many years ago, I helped a person at the bus stop. I found a wallet, look up at the IC and all, took down the address, handed it over to the police station, and wrote a letter to him saying that your ICR has been found and reported, gave him the report number. I was surprised. 1 week later, when I received a letter of accusation, oh, you are the one who stole my purse. These kind of memories I can forget. Easy to forget. Because you know you did a good and honest job. But nevertheless, when you think of your action, the next time of such action, the victim may be the next person. Because he may be sincere and you want to avoid him. Avoid the same kind of accusation. So, faded memories and good memories, both good and bad memories, you have to learn from them, learn a lesson, and learn how to adapt and put into practice. Put into practice. Put it into practice. From them, you learn the good things and you improve on it. Forget about the faded, the bad memories, which should be faded away. Back to you, fellow table doing master.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for taking this topic and a very, very sensitive take on this topic, a very thought-provoking and a deep take on this topic. Appreciate, sir. We'll move on to Toastmaster Bala, the last person who had the first one of the earliest people to raise their hand and the last speaker for today. Toastmaster Bala, would you take this topic?
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. So, Toastmaster Bala, I'm putting your topic on chat as well. Here's your topic. The best memories are written in both laughter and tears. The best memories are written in both laughter and tears.
Ladies and gentlemen, I totally agree. The best memories are written in laughter and tears. Why do I say so? Because it was a personal experience where I wanted to be a singer. I went for an audition in my school, and this teacher asked me, go and sing. I was first among the 15 to go ahead and sing. I sang the song, And she told me, okay, Bala, go and wait in the class. We will let you know. I went. I thought it's a normal process. Everyone will come back. But I waited and I waited and I waited for 40 minutes. Till that time, no one came. The next week, all the 14 were standing on the stage and singing. I had tears in my eyes. But when I look back to that time, I have laughter. Why? If I was not rejected that day as a singer, then many people around me would have to kind of bear with me. They would have to compromise themselves to say that, oh, you sing well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I truly agree that the best memories are both written in laughter and tears. Sometimes those things which bring you tears can later turn out to be laughter. And why do I say so? Today, I don't have any tears because I don't sing in front of anyone, and people have that laughter when they understand that I don't sing. Indeed, memories can be of two types. I'd like to conclude by saying the best memories are written in both laughter and tears. I believe so. Would you all agree? Back to you, Tabletop Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bala. So, Toastmaster Bala was our last speaker for today. But before I hand over to the team mode, here's one thing about the table topic section of Toastmaster meetings. I absolutely enjoy this section because of the memories that I create here. If you would have noticed, Toastmaster DTM Kumar is actually bedridden, but he still attends the Toastmaster meetings. He comes here, he participates in topics. Often we have in our meetings Toastmaster Dina, who joins us from Canada. She has Down syndrome. She can't speak, but she comes and delivers her speech on chat. I have seen people coming here and giving their first ever speech, struggling to speak for 15 seconds. And I've seen speakers coming here and acing in 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And I go back with these memories in every meeting, more than any other section of the meeting. That's why I love this section. Thank you, all of you, for giving me wonderful memories yet again today. And with this, I hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel.
Thank you so much, our table topic master, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, my dear fellow Toastmasters, for the scintillating table topic session. That was our table topic master, the founder of Practive, my business partner, partner in crime, DTM Sourav. Can we have a round of applause for DTM Sourav, please? Thank you so much for tickling our memories and continuing with the theme. Now, as we are continuing with the theme, I will go to the people who haven't shared their memories yet. Behind black screen, I see Toastmaster Samita Kar. Toastmaster Samita, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, we would love to hear your memory based on AEIOU. I hope you have made your points. If not yet, we can work on the framework, but I can do it with the memory as well. Please share your memory.
Certain memories just stays. So I was walking into my college. That memory is etched in my mind. Right? Fresh from a convent school, going to a Bengali medium college where no one spoke English. Wearing short skirt to wearing saris all the time. No fan in the hostel, and you were not allowed to go out. You were only allowed to go to the college and come back. From freedom to being caged. That's the memory I have. A very painful few days that I had spent there. But what I learned from that memory was that I had wonderful friends around me. I learned a lot. Language was not a barrier. You can learn in any language. Struggled, of course, but you learned. And while I was struggling with all these things, I went on picking up. I realized that I don't know my culture at all. I don't know Bengali. I don't know Bengali culture. I can't speak properly. And that suddenly it hit me. What I was thinking to be a cage was actually a way, a pathway to learn to recognize my own self. I always will write a postcard to myself reminding me whenever we fall in such a situation where we feel that this is definitely not the best place to be in, definitely there'll be some life lesson, something to learn and look back on and feel proud about. That's my memory. Over to you, TMOD Nancy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Samita. As our TTM mentioned, some memories sting, some memories sing. That I heard as stink and sink. However, we are not letting any of your memories sink. We will be recapitalizing on the memories that we have had and learnings from those memories. That's what I heard from you. Learn from all those memories, learn from your past, and move on with your future. So, thank you so much for sharing your memory with us. One thing, if all of you have observed here, Toastmaster Samita has used this particular tool, the framework that we are using here, AEIOU, as a storytelling, as a tool for storytelling. She used it in a way that she was able to build up a story. Although story building is her strength, yet she ensured the activity, the interaction, the environment, the users and objects are covered in her storytelling. So this is something that you can also use for descriptive writing and storytelling. That's another usage of this tool. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Samita. Next, we have Toastmaster Bindu. Are you around or still in transit?
Yes, I am in transit, creating a new memory now. I don't know if you can hear me because there's so much traffic around. Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine, perfectly fine. Please go ahead with your memory. We would love to hear your memory.
Okay, this is the weirdest place to share this memory, but challenge, right? Shattered glass. I was shocked. And believe me, even as a 12-year-old, it would take a lot to shock. What did I see in front of me? Well, there was my brother, and there was a lot of blood. He had just broken a window, and he was looking very confused at his own hand. Obviously, he had cut it. And then what else was there in front of me? Yeah, our servant who had brought him back home from school. She was flat on the ground. Yes, she had taken. So I don't know what came over me. It was some second sense, third sense, or a fifth sense. I took off the dupatta. I had also come back from school. He had come earlier to me. Actually, he had broken a window because he was frustrated. He didn't know why my mother was not at home, and he was autistic. So his natural response was to try to get into the room. I took out my dupatta. I tied it, like I said, instinct, whatever. And I somehow managed to take him to the surgeon, who was able to, a friend of my father's, and he was able to patch him up. But my father came, and it was at that time that the surgeon said that, she has to become a doctor. And then, the rest is history. So back to you, Nancy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bindu, for sharing your story. Is that your inspiration to be a doctor?
Probably not, but yeah, it is a memory. And, it's ultimately, it's not one thing that pushes you towards a career, right? It's so many segments that build up over a period of time, pieces of the puzzle. So maybe this was one piece of the puzzle. an instinct. You want to help, you use all your whatever you have in your brain to help a person, logic or non-logic or whatever. There's a piece of the puzzle, but you did say share a memory, let it be descriptive. So I was taking up your challenge and giving you a descriptive memory.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing such a descriptive memory. And thank you so much for inspiring us with your fifth, sixth, second, or third sense, the instincts that you had then helping your sibling. Now, I'll quickly read out the memory that Toastmaster Sunil has shared in the chat box. My Toastmaster Sunil says, my memory is with the postcard itself. During childhood times, whenever we used to receive a postcard, having a cut notch at the corner of the postcard, my mother would start crying and seeing her, I too. This kind of postcard used to be a symbol of death. Oh my God, that's sad. Ah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil, for sharing your memory. I didn't know that this is how postcards could be read as well, I'm sure. That was the only mode of communication then for a distant person. And these kind of postcards can bring back some memories that we want them to sink, right? So thank you so much for sharing yet another vulnerable part of yourself and a memory of yourself. Holding on to our memories, we all are here, but we need to move further with the progress of the meeting, with the next part of the meeting. For the next part of the meeting, we have our general evaluator, someone who has started 4 clubs, and she is internationally published author and a public speaking coach. This is something that we already were not knowing. Now we know. Please put your hands together for our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Jyothika Shetty.
Thank you, Nancy, and welcome. I'm back again with more details on how the meeting took place. I must say that I'm mighty impressed with whatever I've seen so far, but I'll leave the best to the last. Let's get started with the evaluation. Today, we had one speaker giving her level 1, P4, feedback and evaluation project on motivational strategy. Now, like the Toastmaster of the day already mentioned, the evaluator is also delivering her project and therefore will be evaluated by another evaluator. So to begin with, let me call upon the first evaluator, who is from Mysore Toastmasters and is serving as the VP PR of the club. That's Vice President Public Relations, a software developer by profession, pursuing MSc in psychology out of passion. Wow. During free time, she's involved in artistic pursuits. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests, please help me welcome our evaluator, first evaluator, Toastmaster Rachana CS. Over to you, Rachana.
Yes. Thank you so much. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster, and a special good evening to my target speaker, Jyothika.
Yogita.
Yogita. Sorry. First of all, congratulations on completing your level 1 project 4, first speech. Busy, busy, busy. That is how you kept us busy, engaged throughout your speech. You had a very good opening with a warm, charming smile, and you had very good hand gestures. And throughout your speech, it was a very organized speech where you had different timelines when you were small, during your college days and adulthood. So it was a very well organized speech. And you had proper usage of quotes, and that was there in the beginning and in the middle and in the end, in the conclusion. So there were a good number of pauses and excellent voice modulations in your speech. It was a kind of problem-solving approach where you explain the problem of being busy and also explain the solution by prioritizing our relationship and so on. So this was such a glorious speech where you could walk away with a triumphant smile. But there is always a room for improvement. With your permission, if I may, I would like to suggest few things. The first is open hand gestures, Though you had gestures, we couldn't see the resting position. So if you could have stood up and presented your speech, it could have been better. The second is characterization. If you had added some conversations in your speech, it could have been better. And the last thing is expressions. You had excellent voice modulations, but if a little more of expressions were added to it, it could have been better. With this, I would like to say it was a wonderful, um, speech. Over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rachana. Let's give Rachana a huge round of applause for the evaluation that she's just done. I'll be giving the feedback a little later, Rachana, while we go on to the next evaluator. For the audience, let me remind that the timing for the evaluation is 2 to 3 minutes with a 30-second grace. Toastmaster Manoj, I hope you're able to see the timer. Could you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I can see timer. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
All right. So now we have the next evaluator who's going to evaluate our first evaluator, who's an IT consultant by profession. He's been with Toastmasters for the last couple of years. During free times, he likes to watch Malayalam movies, loves to walk in the woods and play table tennis. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Manoj Nair. Over to you, Manoj.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator Jyothika Shetty, DTM Jyothika Shetty. Can I see my evaluator, Rachana CS, on the camera, if that's possible, Rachana? Thank you very much. Now, very good afternoon to good evening to you all. What I really like about was very clear and logical structure of her evaluations. Now, she summarized the speaker's strength and then transitioning into the area of improvement, and then finally wrapping this up with a very good feedback. It's more of a recommendation, kind of a kind of sandwich approach. Let me take about your recommendation part on this. Your approach really mirror the effect on the clarity of well-structured speech. It has a lot of good points about it. You spoke about the pauses she used, the kind of the structure of the speech, the language, and very clarity about the speech. I really like about the way you scheduled everything. And that makes audience easy to absorb and sink in, and for the evaluator and for the speaker as well, drive home the right feedback for that. So that way you spoke very well about it. Now, I would say the depth of analysis part on this one, the surface level, you skim the surface level, to be honest with you, but somewhere you highlight specifics, and you mentioned about the objective of the things. You mentioned about the kind of expressions about her wonderful speech about it. If they can bring some kind of conversations between that was I really like about the insightful. You dig deep into it and you give the recommendations on that. So how can you jack this up into a different level, the speech? Now, I would say, generally, I would say your speech evaluation has to be on the delivery, not on the content part on it. So why do I say that? In a few areas on evaluation, I heard you paraphrasing what the speaker said about it. And I won't say huge amount of it, but there are few areas where you paraphrase about it. We as a speaker, he's not very keen to know about what is spoken. He wanted to see what are the kind of strengths, how can he improvise it, the vocal varieties, and the kind of the tone, the tonalities, the volumes, the pitches, the paces, the pauses. Those are the things he wanted to see about it. Now, don't get me wrong, you have done that. But when I said depth to the analysis, how can you skim that? How can you get into the deeper of it? Now, one of the iconic moments of her speech was the story she said about her best friend having battling with her mother's cancer. I didn't see the emotions there. I didn't see the emotions there. So bring those kind of emotions, get those depth into your speech evaluations. When you say something about emotion, when do you say about pauses? Give that adjectives to it, give that kind of examples to it. We would build up the vivid imaginary to that one. That makes your evaluation much more punchy, much more stronger, and much more impactful. So if you can bring that one, that would be great. But other than that, I really like the way you spoken about it. You have given a lot of good points about the speakers to drive back home and improvise the speech on that. With that, back to you, General Evaluator DTM Jyothika Shetty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Manoj, for that lovely, in-depth and concise evaluation of our first evaluator. Please help me give him a huge round of applause for a job well done. Thank you very much. Now let's move on to our table topic evaluator. And to do the honors, we have with us a finance professional who works for Capgemini as a director. He's currently the Vice President Education of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club. He loves reading, public speaking, and currently he's learning golf. Lovely, isn't it? Please help me welcome the Toastmaster, the table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Mukund Joshi. Over to you, Mukund.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Hope I am audible and visible. All right, thank you. Excellent table topics selected by our distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Great topics and in fact, great speeches as well by all of you who participated in this. So the first participant is Toastmaster Sudhir Gaur. Sudhir, your topic was some memories are postcards and others are novels. I have to tell you, you came out with a very good analogy. You know, you brought an analogy with sprint and marathon with postcards and novels. Very well thinking, very quick thinking, and you came out with that in a flash of a second, right? And you also went on to say why, how postcard is more like a sprint because your memories are flashing in your mind as you're writing a postcard, whereas in a marathon, you know, it's like staggered over a period of time. It's very well done, good analogy and good speech. Only issue is that in the end, I think you mixed up with envelopes with novels. So you ended up saying envelopes instead of novels at the end of your speech. Maybe you may want to correct that. Very well done. I go on to the next speaker, which is Rosemary. Rosemary, your topic was even bad memories make for a good stories. Now, I think you really did justice to this topic. You said that failures in a way are successes. You know, bad memories make for good stories, and similarly, failures in a way are successes. I think you drew a parallel to the topic and your explanation, and how these and why are they successes. And you went on to explain that they help you turn around a bad situation into a good situation. You really brought in a personal. I mean, the only issue with your speech, Rosemary, was that I think you spoke for very less time, if I'm not mistaken. And you could have added something more by bringing in some personal experience of yours to show why even bad memories can make good stories. That would have really added to your table topic speech. And the third speaker is Toastmaster Shravan. Toastmaster Shravan, your topic, every memory has a soundtrack. Again, I have to applaud you over here for bringing an analogy between good soundtrack, bad soundtrack, and drawing a parallel with good memory and bad memory. You know, very well done. And you also gave a lesson. You have a lesson there where you're saying that you can, if when you are alone, replace that bad memory with a good memory. You even had a conclusion saying that you agree with the topic. You know, very well done. Kudos to you. Going on to the next speaker, which is Roshni Banerjee. Roshni, I think you recalled first a good memory. Now, your topic was some memories sting, others sing. So you draw a parallel. You came out with first a memory which stings, you know, where you had to face the little children on Church Street selling roses to you, right? And how those roses have thorns and how they prick you, etc. But very quickly you moved on to another memory which had both, you know, the sting and the sing in it, which is about your Uti trip. The only issue here was that you took, again, I feel a very less time. You could have added little more about how you felt when you lost your child for a moment, and then how you felt when you were sitting on the toy train. That would have added more meat to your speech. That would be my only suggestion. Then we have our distinguished Toastmaster, I guess, Kumar Tarajan. Sir, I think you had an excellent opening. Your topic was even faded memories can pack a punch. You first categorically stated memories can be good or memories can be bad, right? And then you you came out with your personal experience where you lost a purse, your purse, and that memory had kind of faded in your life. But having said that, it should be good to forget, but it will also help you to be more careful in life, these faded memories. You had a lesson over there, sir. Excellent way of, excellent table topic speech over there. And then we had the last and the final table topic speaker, which is Toastmaster Bala. Toastmaster Bala, your topic, best memories are written in both laughter and tears. I have to tell you, sir, you came out with a very relevant example, very quick thinking, something way past in your life where you weren't selected, but then it also brought laughter, and thereby you also brought in humor into your speech, right? You are very clearly mentioned that the 14 of them didn't get to hear you sing, and that is a funny memory in living in you, while the tear is that, the tears are that you didn't get selected, of course. And you have already, and the best part of your speech, sir, was that you had a conclusion where you said that you agree with the topic, and you ended posing a question to the audience. Very well done, sir. So this is my take on today's table topics. Thank you very much, and I hand it back to the general evaluator, DTM Jyothika Shetty.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukund. Let's give Mukund a huge round of applause for that marathon evaluation. It's not very easy to do this, but you've done it with complete intent and clarity. Thank you very much. Probably it would have been easier if I could have taken the timing. I think the timer, I could have probably taken the timing of the speakers before you all spoke. However, my apologies. Probably we could now call upon the timer to give the timing of the speakers and the evaluators, as well as the table topic speakers, please.
Yeah. I'll present my screen quickly. Yes. So we only have one disqualification today from the table topics, which is Rosemary. She spoke less than 1 minute, and rest all are qualified. I'll paste my report in the chat box. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much. And now let's move on to the R counter. May I call upon the R counter, please? R counter is the Pushpak Mishra.
Let me share my screen quickly.
Yes.
1 second. Yeah. So can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so I can see that listener, Mita Shah has not spoken any filler words. Yeah, so congratulations to her. And I will share this report to message inbox.
All right. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Pushpak. Let's move on to Toastmaster Roshni, Distinguished Toastmaster Roshni Banerjee for the Grammarian report.
Thank you, General Evaluator Jyothika.
Pushpak, I request you to please stop sharing the screen.
Yes, sure. Let me.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Jyothika, would you like me to read it out, or would you like to paste it?
Yes, I could check it.
Sorry. All right. May I request everyone to mute yourself? Those who are not speaking, to mute yourself, please.
Freeze it.
Okay, can I request the Zoom master to mute Rosemary, please? Thank you. Yes, if you can quickly tell us the main highlights of your report, please.
Yes. There were so many good words which were used today. I would start with mundane, privilege, busy season, vicariously, down to earth, scintillating, tickling our memories, rest is history, and descriptive memory. As I read out the list, I realize that most of them were used by Toastmaster Nancy Goel, so kudos on using amazing words. There were certain words or phrases which, but to be honest, overall, the grammar was excellent. There were places where I thought that the sentence structure was off, but I would say that it comes more from the point of view of using Indianisms in our sentence structure, where we think in one language and speak in another language. So that's something that is really a common problem with Southeast Asians, where we are multilinguals. All of us are inherently thinking in multiple languages. So that problem will creep in. So what we can do is maybe we can read more. So that way the switch where our brain switches from Bengali or Hindi to English happens more conveniently, and we make less errors in terms of sentence structure. I would not highlight those individual sentences, but just to make a general recommendations that be more mindful when you speak. Oftentimes in table topics, especially when we are speaking impromptu, the sentence structure tends to be more wonky. So in that case, I would request you to speak in simple sentences, small sentences. When we speak from our mind, the thoughts run out in a very rushed manner. So oftentimes the sentences are wrong. For example, it happened with me just now where I was about to say something and the words were not coming out. Use simple English, use small sentences, your English will be better. For example, mind will fluctuate with the frequency of sadness. So that's a word salad right there, which I could not understand what was actually being said. So maybe we could have said it simply. Mind will experience sadness. Music triggers memories. I love the use of that word. There was one particular area which I would like to point out, experiencing meditation. Now, meditation in itself is something that we do. So experiencing is a verb, meditation is a verb. So try to avoid such usage where you're using a verb with a verb. Moving on, I would like to bring out another idiom using the word jack, going up with the theme of the day, wherein I introduced jack up, and a lot of you used it. And thank you, Toastmaster Nancy, for actually promoting the use of the word. And I noticed that jack something was not used, and I know it's kind of difficult to use it in a communication. I would like to close the my evaluation with another phrase. Jack of all trades, master of none. I know many of us have used this in our lives, but the complete quote is Jack of all trades, master of none, though oftentimes better than master of one. I would paste that into the chat so that in future, when you use this quote, you actually use the full version, which tells that knowing multiple things is also a skill and better than being good at just one thing. Over to you, Toastmaster Jyothika.
Thank you very much, DTM Roshni. Let's give her a huge round of applause for such a lovely grammarians report. I'm sure that all the evaluators and the tag team so far have helped you to jack up the meeting. Now let's call upon the listener who will even help us to further enhance the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Mita.
Okay, now are you all ready? Just to test your listening skills. So the speaker one has given that Yogita, she said the quote, and it is very year old. How many years old it is? It was the quote which she
150.
150. Yes. And now next second question. Which place Ankur visited?
Ladakh.
Okay. Which bike he traveled?
Himalayan 650.
Himalayan 650.
Wow. How old was our TMOD in her story when her father saved her?
5 months.
5 months.
5 months.
Yes. And which place Roshni visited?
Uti.
What made her panic?
A child was lost.
Child was lost.
And the ride which she enjoyed a lot?
Toy train.
Okay. So all were very extraordinary listener, and I was very happy to be as your listener. Thank you. All the good listener, 100 marks out of out. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mita. Again, the drill we all know. Let's give her a huge round of applause. So thank you to the evaluators and the TAGL team who have done a fantastic job, and it's now time for my evaluation. Before I do that, I'll just quickly touch upon the evaluators. Both the evaluators did a tremendous job. However, I would like to add one point on that. Please do take note that summarizing your evaluation is extremely important. And for the speaker, when you talk about, or rather for the first evaluator, when you talk about characterization, you also please quote. That gives you the length and breadth of the entire evaluation that you're doing. When you say characterization, also give some examples in which they could apply, because not everybody understands what characterization is. Also, to Manoj and the first evaluator, Rachana, please take care of summary as well, because that also holds marks when you are representing it on a bigger scale. But otherwise, very well done, very crisp and clear. As far as the table topic evaluator is concerned, well, good recommendations. Again, I would like to add upon what Toastmaster Mukund has mentioned. He did a very good job, I must say, good listening skills. What I would like to add is for the table topic speakers, the best way to address a table topic is to use your own story. So try to use your own story, and when you leave the stage, if you can leave the audience with a message that could probably help you to understand, to combine summarize the entire topic. And please do not forget to summarize it, because that is something that will help the audience to reiterate the entire statement that you've made and your take on that particular topic. Otherwise, extremely well done. I know it's not easy to take to even to speak on a table topic. All right, now let me evaluate the meeting. I'm coming to Gabbys for the very first time. I must say, repeat again, that I'm mighty impressed with the way you all are organized. From the time I said yes to attend this meeting, I had messages, I had calls. I'm like, oh my God, if every club could operate like this. So thank you very much for doing this. Extremely well done. One point I have been constantly saying agenda, and I know that the agenda, as per your understanding, is what you'll have posted in the group. That is the agenda. But usually an agenda also carries timing, because it's very important for a general evaluator or for a timer for that matter to understand when it starts and when it ends. So for me, I really do not know when it's starting and when it's ending. I had to actually ask for the breakdown. So there is a format of agenda. If you can use that, well and good. But in any case, try to explain the timing to the attendees. So I know exactly how much time I have to put in here. The meeting started at sharp 7. It is like the Japanese system, not the Indian system. So congratulations on that, and very well done. Yogita came in, highlighted the points, all the points ticked. Very well done. And I love the fact that you also introduced the president. That gave me a good understanding of who the president is. So the president took over. Again, all the boxes ticked, welcomed, gave us the opportunity to speak. Here, I would like to recommend one thing here, Mita, Toastmaster Mita, is you introduce the theme here. I know that Nancy had this awareness to come back and say that, oh, you stole my thunder, not literally, but that is what happens when the president talks about the theme even before the TMOD comes onto the stage. So what I would recommend is avoid touching on the theme that is to be introduced by the TMOD. Leave it to her. Let's not steal her thunder or his thunder. So stick to your audience, your message, whatever you have to give, perfectly all right. Another point that I'd like to recommend here is that you introduced Toastmasters as well as guests, and you called us for introduction. While you called the guests for introduction, we were left out to dry. So I was really wondering, when will I be given the opportunity to introduce myself? So in that case, I know it's not possible to let everyone to introduce themselves. The best way to do it is just list down the visiting Toastmasters, and probably you could acknowledge their presence. That will help them to feel a part of this whole scheme of things. But otherwise, I really loved your smile, your gesture, and you're a very, I like the smoothness in which you handled the introduction. So well done. Moving on to Nancy Goel, it was 7:10, so I must say you all kept up to the time. She had a very good, very strong points I'd like to highlight is very interactive. Nancy has good awareness, audience awareness. And I say this because she knew when to ask questions. She knew how to repeat the sentences that were told by the audience. And that, I would say, that's a mark of a very good speaker, because you have good audience presence, Nancy. And one recommendation that I would like to say is, when you ask for people to state their experience, also give them a timing, because they could be speaking for 1 minute, 2 minutes. You could probably say, in the next 30 seconds, state down your experience or list down your experience. That will probably help you to manage the timing, because the essential quality of a Toastmaster of the evening or Toastmaster of the day is to handle the entire meeting in terms of timing, and that will probably help you to do that. Otherwise, very well done. I'm very impressed. Timers, our counters, grammarian, and listener, they were a part of my team. Very well done. I have nothing more to say. Handled your duties well. However, again, I think probably it's the practice of your club to have the timing displayed later. But probably if you could just also list down the evaluators' timing, that would also help us to understand how much time have they taken, because that also is an essential point. The speaker and the evaluators have already been evaluated. The table topic speaker has also been evaluated. Before I leave, I would say Oh, I didn't touch upon the table topic master. Table topic master, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. This is the first time I'm meeting you and seeing you. However, I am connected with you on Facebook. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I must say that I have a lot to learn from you and a lot to take home as well. There are a lot of things that I have to take home, especially the way you opened your session. The way you set the rules, the way you accommodated everyone. I saw a person who was very empathetic, and that's essential for any person who comes onto the stage to be, because at the end of the day, speaking is connecting to people and making them feel wanted. And that's exactly what you did. The icing on the cake was when you closed the meeting, where you said, why do you love taking up table topics? And I felt that was a very emotional gesture to do. So very well done. Beautiful topics that you had given. It definitely gave the audience an opportunity to think more. So very well done on that. Before I close, I'd just like to give 2 recommendations for all the audience here in this screen. Make an effort to open your screen. This club is making a lot of effort to square off the things. And I think you've done a very good job. Probably all of you could also reciprocate by switching on your video, because that's how we communicate and engage with each other. One more thing is, I noticed that the Sergeant at Arms, when she was speaking, was struggling to, she was asking for, I think, was it for the, when the Sergeant at Arms is a speaker, I would recommend that someone backs her up as well, because she was trying to, I think, what do you call it? Yes. I'm just not getting the word. Yeah. Pin the timer or something like that. But I think a good way to do it is, Yogita is also a speaker. So someone could probably step up to back her up, so then she is not disoriented before she gives, before she starts speaking. With that being said, I'm so happy that I attended this meeting. There's so much of take-home value for me when I go home, and to my other online club that I'm a part of, which is Let's Debate. I'm definitely going to share a lot of these positives. The best icing on the cake was that the song that you all played during the 5-minute bio break. I didn't know whether to actually go for a bio break or sit and watch it, but that's so beautiful. I really loved it. Wish you all the best. It was lovely meeting you all and being here, and a time well spent. Thank you very much, and over to you.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Jyothika Shetty. Well, my dear fellow Toastmasters, that's past District Administration Manager for District 105 in Dubai, distinguished Toastmaster Jyothika Shetty and her team. Can we have a round of applause for her, please? In the interest of time, I'll quickly wrap up my Toastmaster of the Day session. Before that, may I request Zoom moderator to quickly launch the polls. In the meanwhile, please keep on casting your votes. Well, this AEIOU framework is not something that I've cooked up on my own to talk about the storytelling technique, to talk about table topics, and to talk about memories. This is something that is a tool for organizing observations and research findings. This framework was developed in 1991 by Rick Robinson, Ilya Prokop, John Kane, and Julie Pokorny at Dublin, an innovation consultancy. Well, they have developed it for organizing your observations, but what we are using it for? Can we quickly summarize? We are using it for storytelling, descriptive writing, table topics, and writing down your postcard. That's my take on this particular tool. With this, ladies and gentlemen, my dear fellow Toastmasters, this was my time. Thank you so much for being with me throughout the evening. Over to you, Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Mita.
Thank you. Thank you for the Toastmaster of the Day. And thank you for all the role takers, General Evaluator, Table Topic Master, and Table Topic Evaluator. Thank you for the speaker and the evaluator. Now I request guests to share your experience till the poll gets, will get the results. Our General Evaluator, DTM Jyothika,
Mita, before that, Yogita just edit the poll and
Yeah,
relaunch.
yeah, yeah. I realize I'm doing it.
Thank you.
Okay.
And
Till that,
I had a good time. I've already spoken enough. I think you can give others an opportunity to speak, but I had a blast. I really loved it.
Rachana, can you give your feedback? How you felt about today's meeting? If you are available. Kavita Prakash.
Hi, Mita. I
Yes.
joined very late, almost at the fag end of the GE report, so I don't know what to say.
But how you felt? Today's like ending also, no problem. You can visit on Saturday. We have a meeting from 10 a.m. You can.
Sure. I have attended quite a few Gabbys club meetings.
Okay.
Today, Rachana was speaking. She's from my club. I just saw her message. I thought I may still listen to her, but then it was done already.
Thank you for visiting.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, we have a Bala visiting Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mita. Yeah, I have been joining this club meetings a lot of times, and really have always tried to learn a lot from wonderful people like DTM, Sourav, and others who are there. And most importantly, I try to at least participate in table topics. That's what I try to do. And thank you. I was not there in the prepared speech session. I had a official meeting, so I joined. I joined a bit late, and I was like, I came into the table topics and then the evaluations. But from the time I joined, it was wonderful. All the things were perfectly, I would say, as per the rule book, and whatever recommendations General Evaluator Madam has given, I totally agree with it. Thank you, and back to you.
Okay, our Grammarian-Roshni.
So sorry, I was actually checking my messages. Could you please repeat the question once more?
Yeah, what about your today's meeting? What is your feedback? How you felt?
I'm somebody who really speaks my mind and I speak from my heart. And I would really say that I took a lot of takeaways in what I would like to implement in my own club. For example, the concept of an evaluator being evaluated, that is really helpful because when it came for the speech evaluation at the contest level, many of us, including me, were not aware of the fact that a speech evaluator is also supposed to follow certain guidelines and he's or she is judged on certain criteria. So it's a very good concept to actually give a feedback for the evaluations as well. And I would try to take this up with my own club to have this role. And another thing that you do is the fact that the table topics are really connected with the theme of the day. And I know that that's often done by many clubs, but the way Toastmaster Sourav did it was really nice. My third takeaway would be that 5-minute break you gave with the music. Amazing. I know we can't do it because our sessions are shorter, much shorter, but it's a good break and I actually use that break. So yeah, those are my top 3 favorite things.
Thank you so much. So I think the results are ready. So thank you for all the guests and keep joining our club meetings, and a huge round of applause to all the guests as well as the role takers. And we have a first time role taker. We give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Ankur as a timer. And the results are results are ready, Sergeant Titan.
I have already shared in the Zoom chat.
Okay, now it's my problem. Okay, table topic speaker. Favorite table topic speaker, it goes to the Roshni Banerjee. Let's give a huge round of applause to next favorite auxiliary player, role player, Roshni. Wow. Role player for today, it was a postcard. Our Toastmaster of the day, DTM Distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. And favorite evaluator, Manoj Nair. Thank you for all the role takers and congratulations for all those who have got awards for the today's role taker. And now we see you all on 30th Saturday at 10 a.m. to 12 noon IST in hybrid meeting mode by this at Springboard 91 Springboard Indiranagar, Bangalore. And by this, I adjourn today's meeting.
Can we have a winner's selfie, winner's picture, please, Nancy, if you can just come on the camera. I took one, but your eyes are closed in that. Done. Thank you. See you all in the upcoming meetings. Okay, bye.
Good night.
Take care.
Good night.